Did you think the end of days was going to be easy? Is that what you thought? Did you think that living through the secret war that nobody's actually saying, but we all know is happening, we know that we are currently in the Third World War. Nobody's saying anything. It's a Cold War, it's a digital war, it's a war of the mind. It's a war on the family. It's a war on community. It's a war for your attention. Did you think it would be easy? I have never, I've had a difficult journey of this life. I was born at the absolute, I didn't believe it in the past. My brother had said, we're born in the lowest possible station you could possibly be born in, the worst position you could possibly be born in Canada. And I'm sure people could argue, right? People can argue the handicap, the life handicap Olympics to the end of the earth. But, oh man, did we ever have it hard, cards stacked against us. And, what's weird is that even from a young age, though, I knew that that was not going to be my life. I knew I didn't want to be like the people I saw around me as a kid. I didn't know how hard I'd have to work my entire life to overcome their... it's like a vibe. It's like you just have to... and I've worked so hard. I've done quite a great job with myself, but there are things that come from, having been raised in survival mode, having been raised in isolation, while people are doing sports in high school, so they're making friends, while people are, going out in college, again, making friends. If you come from a background like mine, you probably have to work. You're probably stressed. You're probably tired. You're probably got a lot on your mind because, you don't know where you're going to be living, next, because your mom's got an alcoholic boyfriend, and it's like all of these things compound. And then when you get to a certain age, the friends that you did make along the way, well, they've got kids, they're married, they don't live here. Most people, they get a life and they go off and they kind of, isolate themselves inside of that. And then they associate with people who are in a similar situation as them. And, this nomadic, single, child-free woman, well, I don't know many other women who fit this category. I've been single for 4 years. I would have hoped that I would have met up with someone suitable, mentally sound, free of substances, working on personal growth, constantly improving themselves day by day, and not addicted to anything that destroys the mind, and able to take initiative, able to set a goal and follow through on it. And I haven't found that, and so I'm still, I'm kind of out here on my own, and just kind of, hey, checking in on people, and being, look how my hair is lit up by the sun. What I was going to say is that a lot of people that I know are dying, have died. You reach out to, people from college. Or I even had people from college reach out to me. That's what kind of started me on this little, I started feeling nostalgic. I'm a nostalgic, sentimental person. So this guy reached out to me from college, just out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, it must be a sign. I should get back in forestry. He's with one of the big companies. He's going to hook me up. No, he just literally reached out to ask me if I wanted to send him seductive pictures and talking about how he thought I looked cute in college. And I go on this guy's profile, and he literally is in a relationship and has this woman listed, and he has a bunch of kids. I'm like, immediately block, right? I think this is the life of a lot of people. They may have the semblance of more stability, than someone like me, but a lot of them are searching. They're searching for something, you know. And I think that's probably human nature. You get something and then you just look for the next thing. You really don't realize what you have until it's almost gone. It's such a cliche because it's true. Oh my God, such a nice tree. Ugh. This is one thing about Edmonton. There are so many gorgeous old trees here. Really, really, really. And anyway, I've just been thinking about all this lately. I was just walking down the street and a man yelled, roared, Adele! Whipped his car around and came back. Oh my God. I grew up with this guy. Ooh, man. He was smoking. His teeth are falling out. And I'm like, what is going on? Have I ended up in a hell realm? It feels like it. Look at those beautiful clouds on the horizon. But so many good things exist within it still, right? I had a really great interview this morning for an opportunity I'm really excited about. It's going to require some relocation, some lifestyle changes, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm open to it, but I'm just thinking if it's feasible, if it's going to work out, and I have a really good feeling about it. So we'll see. And also, if you look behind me, look at this community garden. And this is something I've been seeing all over Edmonton. Front lawn gardens, community gardens, backyard gardens. Everyone is embracing it. And so even in these dark times when everyone seems to have completely lost it, I still have faith. I still have faith that there are some who have still got themselves together out there and that we may find each other in this life. And I've just been growing stronger and stronger every day, you know. As a woman, as a feminine woman, I don't like hearing this from everyone all the time. You're so strong, you know. Like I'm Hulk Hogan or something. By the way, I heard that he passed away the other day. Ugh. But yeah. What does this strong mean anymore? Like, it just means that I'm not dead. I'm highly resilient. And that's the thing I'm realizing, you know, I have many, and you know, it's really funny. It's like, you take a forestry interview, and I'm like, I haven't done a forestry interview in years. And you know what's crazy is I've gotten every forestry job I've interviewed for, even though I feel very insecure usually at first. So I'm like, I know they're going to look at me and be like, what the heck? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I do kind of give off a forestry vibe. Who knows? But as he's talking, I'm realizing, holy shit, like, I am really resilient. I am super flexible. I'm really adaptable. Um, I'm really good at figuring things out and learning them. And I just do not give up. Like, my life and everything I'm doing and going through now is a testament to the fact that I literally do not give up. Like, holy cow. And, you know, I have felt like it very, 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 very strongly. More stronglier than ever over the past over 2025 basically, but yeah. But for some reason I keep going. And you know, I think the reason, and I know this sounds crazy, is because I just feel like I have a huge amount of human capital. Like I am just so skilled. People just like being around me. People are drawn to me in public. I have a magnetism to me. And I think, you know, there's something to that. If I can be of use to someone or some organization and they can be of use to me in return, I need to specify that because in the past I was like, if I can just be of use to anyone, like then I'm a worthwhile person. But I was like, oh no, I just invite in all these people who just want to quote unquote pick my brain, glom onto me. be around me and like just, do nothing. And I don't play that game. It's like, yeah, I feel like right now I'm in a situation where I've been trying to help. I've been trying to offer the things that I have, and they're just not appreciated, not wanted. And I guess the game of life is kind of figuring out where you can go so that you can be used. I mean, think if you took a light bulb back to like the 1900s, they would just be like, oh, this is a piece of junk, right? Or they might just, use it to try to reflect sun and like, look, it's kind of shiny. Like it's just not in the right spot for it to shine, right? This is what we got to do. This is like our journey of life. Like, I feel so annoyed talking about it because you guys know I don't feel like life is a quote unquote gift. That has not been my experience. To me, it's kind of like if someone just like came and knocked on your front door and gave you a horse, a full grown Arabian horse, and like, here you go, bye. It's like, do you know how to take care of a horse? Do you like, how much work that is? Do you know how long it's gonna live? Do you know how much it's gonna cost? Is it gonna be a constant? Where are you gonna put it? You constantly This is how I feel. This is how I feel. The kind of gift that life has been to me. It's been an Arabian horse someone dropped off on my doorstep, and guess what? It is true indeed that it is a beautiful creature. If you can figure out how to take care of it, if you can bust your ass and figure out how to get the resources and the space and everything else, you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful thing. But until then, it's probably going to feel like hell. And you know what? I feel like I'm getting closer. Like I, I like myself a lot as a person. I would want to be with myself. I am with myself, and I like it. Um, so that's pretty cool. But I think I also feel like there's so many different attacks on so many different levels. Like for example, the ads here on YouTube have gotten really, really bad lately. And also I feel like they can, I hate even saying it out loud, but they can, I feel like they really can read our mind somehow. Um, and I didn't search for anything online. I don't know, I guess I haven't really talked about it or anything, but like I'm getting all these ads for like curly hair. And that's pissing me off because I'm like, are they analyzing my hair through the screen and like sending me ads and stuff? And I'm like, I got born into this world. My parents bumped their gonads together so I could get targeted by ads constantly just to be alive. Like, and I just start getting so existential with it. The truth is, like, I just need to really get off of the black mirror and get out in nature more, uh, even more than I already am, which is quite a lot, as much as I can muster in the city. But ultimately, I think the important thing to remember is what people who have um, not lost the wisdom of the world would advise, the creator, that we are passing through here. We're passing through. And all this evil that's trying to distract and steal your attention, steal your life force energy and everything else. It's just a little mosquito on the windshield of, your soul's journey, um, possibly. Of course, we don't actually know, right? Colors are just so beautiful today. The sun is so nice, the sky, the trees. It's so quiet. There's no dogs barking. Like, I miss Mexico, especially when it's cold here. But there's just something about the sights and sounds of your hometown or where you were born or your homeland. I consider Alberta my homeland, which is that's crazy, right? And I'm willing to expand and see if that applies to Canada, right? Moving out of Alberta might be time. But with the truck rumbling in the background, this is an Alberta thing. Actually, it was a really nice truck. But anyway, wow, man. And I'm working on stuff. I've decided to channel my relationship and my physical frustration into a book about sex. Yes. Things are looking better since I came back to Canada, but still not looking so good. So we'll see what happens. But I'm writing a book about my life in that regard because I'm quite satisfied looking back on my sex life, on my love life. Like, it was really mystical, meaningful, romantic, adventurous, exciting. And did I realize it at the time? I'm not sure. But looking back, I'm like, holy cow, this is like a bunch of romance novels in one. This is like an epic movie. You know, there's so many aspects of my life that are like an epic movie. And I'm like, man, someone needs to record it. And that someone will be me. And hopefully y'all are going to buy it. But anyway, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the next, what do you call it when you're watching a TV series? Season. Let's see what happens in the next season of my life because we're heading into it now. And the vibration that I'm setting up now is going to determine it. Same thing for many of you. I know you watch my stories because you're like relating to it, right? Going through similar things and similar experiences, similar realizations. So let's see where this next level takes us. See you again soon.